Greetings, everyone! Yeah, well, why do it the same way every time, right? Okay, let's carry on with the Blu-ray updates slash movie reviews slash random tangents of doom. And since we got all these still up and facing out and I don't feel like putting them back, we'll carry on with the horror ones. Yes, the year of horror continues, unabated. Let's see what else I got recently today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back! Okay, well, once again, we are live in the Stickam chat room, and all kinds of weird people are watching me over there as I'm doing this video. It's kind of disconcerting. Hi, guys! Let's do a quick round of epic shoutouts, and then we'll carry on with the Blu-ray update. Okay, first off, we have Bookhouse Boy 77, Jeffrey Wild, J-Star 305, also known as Jobby 305786, McTosco 123, Old Smoky, Skin Slip, Stout Man, and you know that guy, also known as shepherdschapel.co. Hi guys. Alrighty, so carrying on with the long-awaited additions to the horror collection, I've got some real nice ones in today's batch. Okay, first off, there's a pair of movies, one of which I did see the first one when it was actually in theaters. Oh my god, we found a movie I've actually seen before? Yeah, I know, amazing, eh? But I never saw the sequel. There was a second one done a few years later, which is kind of a sequel, kind of a follow-up, kind of a reinterpretation of the same characters. I don't know. Fans seem to be kind of in debate about whether or not it's a proper sequel. I like to think of it as a sequel because it does seem to follow on pretty decently from the end of the first one. I am, of course, talking about techno-metal god turned movie director Rob Zombie's two-part epic House of a Thousand Corpses and the Devil's Rejects. Now, this is the one that I saw in theaters. This one I didn't see until I picked it up on Blu-ray. First off, I want to tell you how much I got these two for. You're thinking maybe 15 bucks? 10 bucks? What, Sean? Even lower? No, not as low as 5 bucks. Try $7.98 a piece. That's pretty damn good, especially considering the fact that both of these are stunning transfers. They're like pretty much flawless. They are exactly the way these films should look and as good as I think they possibly can look. They are fantastic. They are beautiful. If you love these films, don't be put off by the fact that they're in the bargain bin. Rejoice at the fact that they're in the bargain bin and you're getting such incredible transfers for a pittance. It's amazing. There's also a 2-pack available that you can get that has both of them in one keep case, which is pretty cool. I actually prefer to have them separate like this because then you get the full artwork and whatnot, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's talk about the movies a little bit here. House of a Thousand Corpses is kind of Rob Zombie's love letter to horror films, essentially. You'll see recognizable elements from countless horror films in here. It's a horror movie that really doesn't take itself too seriously. It's, you know, some hapless teenagers find a twisted family in the woods and, well, lots of crazy things ensue. It is a little bit disjointed as far as how certain events are connected together, and there's a lot of things that just seem to be thrown into the mix because they thought it would be cool. I mean, this kind of movie, you don't go into expecting high art. You expect to see lots of blood and guts and hot chicks and just crazy, crazy fun. And in that, House of a Thousand Corpses definitely delivers. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I actually enjoyed it more watching it again on Blu-ray than I did back when I originally saw it in the theater. And honestly, I think the reason for that is not necessarily through any problems I had with the film itself, because I remember enjoying the film. I remember there were aspects of it at the time that I found genuinely disturbing, like in particular the performance of the mother character in this. the way a friend of mine described it was both by turns repulsive yet strangely arousing. It's very strange. It's big kudos to the actress who played her, because she did like disturbing sexiness very well, I thought. But I think the other reason that I kind of had some issues at the time was not due to any flaws in the film itself that particularly stood out to me, but rather the actual experience of going to see it in the theater, because I love going to see horror movies in the theater, and I hate going to see horror movies in the theater. And the reason I hate it is because inevitably, every single time I go to see one, there's some jackass in the back row trying to make out with his girlfriend while watching the movie and show what a tough guy he is by making all kinds of stupid comments and whoop whoop noises whenever there's a gory scene. Yeah, so basically any time any of the death scenes or torture scenes showed up, I'd hear this jackass in the back of the theater going, "Oh yeah!" I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know? Yeah, so that's why I really don't like going to see horror movies in the theater, because there's always that jackass at the back trying to be the center of attention and impress his brainless bimbo girlfriend who probably doesn't really want to be there and instead wanted to go see the latest Matthew McConaughey flick. Yeah, thank you, but I'll take them on Blu-ray. Now, with Blu-ray being the wonderful format that it is, and we get a beautiful transfer like this, we can pretty much enjoy theatrical quality in the comfort and privacy and peace and quiet of our own homes. That's my little diatribe. Anyway, okay, so I had heard a lot of good things about The Devil's Rejects. Pretty much everybody I talked to said, oh my god, The Devil's Rejects is so much better than the original. So I really had high hopes going in to see this one. Now, is it better than the first one? Okay, let me see if I can explain this in a way that will make sense. I think, in terms of just sheer entertainment value, I think this one actually works better. The reason being, this one has a lot more sort of, I don't know, tongue-in-cheek aspects to it. It seems like a lot more, you know, over-the-top crazy fun, whereas this one is more proper horror. This one, yeah, sure, there's laughs in it, but I mean, the humor is a lot darker in this. And the things that these characters do to their victims can be pretty hard to watch in some scenes. I mean, this works as true proper horror. So I guess it depends what you're in the mood for at the time. If you're in the mood for just a nice fun roller coaster ride with some blood and guts and hot chicks, check out the first one. If you're in the mood for something that really gets under your skin and stays with you like proper good horror should, watch this one. See, I look at this and I think, wow, why is Rob Zombie wasting so much of his time doing shitty remakes of classic horror movies when he can do stuff like this? You know? This is a really damn good horror movie, and it's got, I mean, it's got just some tour de force performances. I mean, you got Sherry Moon Zombie, Sid Haig, and Bill Moseley just ripping up the scenery. Bill Moseley especially, I mean, he just goes to town with the character of Otis. It takes one hell of a performance to out-scene steal Sid Haig, okay? I mean, Captain Spaulding is quite a scene-stealing character in itself, but, you know, Bill Moseley, I mean, you just can't take your eyes off him. He just has this sort of mesmerizing quality about his character. I mean, he is so freaking scary. You can't help but think, while you're watching this, what the fuck would I do if I met somebody like that? You know, if I found myself in a confrontational situation with somebody like Otis. And to me, that's what marks great horror. The kind of thing that makes you think, what would I do in that situation, you know? Would I even be able to deal with somebody like that? Would I be able to get away? Probably not. Because Otis, you know, it's like once he gets his sights set on you, you're screwed. I mean, there's just nothing you can do. As soon as he decides he has a beef with you, there's nothing you can do. I mean, you're just doomed. So, yeah, so I don't know. It's really a tough call for me to say which one I like better because, as I say, I think it really depends on your mood at the time. Now, watching both of them back to back, it's, you know, they don't connect up super well, but they do connect up. I mean, I think it's safe to say that this is a sequel to this. although there are some elements of this that are kind of just tossed away with this one. This is played much more realistic. This is played more like almost horror fantasy in a way. So anyway, I highly recommend both of them because they are very, very good. I would actually highly recommend watching these around Halloween. I think they'd be a lot of fun to watch around Halloween because there's some pretty cool costumes and makeup work in there. And, well, again, the character of Otis likes to dress up either in, costumes to intimidate his victims, or he likes to wear the faces of his victims, which is pretty crazy. So, okay, what do we got for extras on here? We have, well, I know a lot of you wonder about the audio. We've actually got 7.1 DTS HD audio, 5.1 Dolby Digital Surround EX, English and Spanish subtitles, and then in terms of extras, we have director commentary, so with Rob Zombie, a making-of featurette, casting footage, rehearsal footage, cast and crew interviews, theatrical trailer, and an interactive game, the Zombietron. There's actually, that doesn't even begin to get into just how many extras are on here. This is actually quite a nicely loaded package. There's some really good stuff on there. I highly recommend checking out Tiny Fuck to Stump. Tiny Fuck to Stump is just stupidly hilarious. I don't know where they were planning to slot that into the movie. I've not listened to the commentary on this yet, so I don't really have a lot of sort of behind-the-scenes insight. I'm just kind of going from my impression of the film and extras on their own. But, yeah, I mean, just as a standalone curiosity, it's stupidly hilarious. And speaking of Tiny, actually, the actor who plays Tiny in this also played the Giant in Big Fish. So, yeah, so House of a Thousand Corpses, some pretty good extras on here, and very nice transfer and lots of tasty audio. So Devil's Rejects, we have, it says DTS HD High Resolution ES Audio. What the hell is that? Is that kind of like DTS HD Master Audio but with a different name? Or I don't know, there's so many different audio formats now, it's just stupid. It doesn't even tell you how many channels it is. Okay, well, and then we have 5.1 Dolby Digital Surround EX, and then once again English and Spanish subtitles. So, on this one we've actually got a couple of commentary tracks. We have an audio commentary with director Rob Zombie, and then an actor audio commentary with Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, and Sherry Moon Zombie. So that's pretty cool. Again, I've not got around to listening to the commentaries on these yet. I'm going to have like a commentary night and just listen to all of them. Then we've got deleted scenes. Is that it for extras? Really? Yep. Apparently. Well, okay. Let's take a look at the inside. So there's the whole cover. And the inside's actually pretty nice. No inserts, of course. But you got the disc there, and then you got a nice little black and white picture on the back. Let me actually take the disc out. Oh, there's nothing in there other than a Blu-ray logo. Okay. So, pretty cool. It's a Lionsgate release, released over here through Maple, which does a lot of budget titles. So then Devil's Rejects, we got that, and then there, that's the disc, and I think underneath is the same as the other one. Yeah, same as the other one, Blu-ray. There we go. I know I am kind of inconsistent with showing you the inside and outside of stuff, but basically, if I don't show you the inside, it's because there's nothing really to see there. But these ones are kind of cool. Anyway, House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. Proof that Rob Zombie can do good movies when he wants to. I mean, we all love his music, but, you know, come on, Rob. Let's see some more stuff like this. Please. Please. We're begging you. Alrighty. Well, I think that's good for today. So we'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.